Well, here we go again. Um, Going to work tonight. I had plenty of time to. Let me turn this on. I don't think this is enough. Well, I think it is enough light. Going to work tonight, I had plenty of time to think about some of the things that I'm trying to say about this subject. And let me be clear, I am in no way uh, looking at you atheists as somebody that I want to pick on because I feel like you busted me in something or that you supposedly debunked something that I thought that I had and then you taught me that I didn't have anything. That's not what's going on. No way, shape, or form. Um, I guess my rant is that I think that you either, like I can't force you to be a Christian, right? So why should you force me to be an atheist? Think about that. I can't force you to be a Christian, even though you claim that, oh, we're in the schools and we're in the government and we're in this and in that. We got our claws everywhere. You do too. You got your claws everywhere. You're in the government. You're in the schools, in the colleges, going around, teaching people about logical fallacies. Logical fallacies from what? I can't force you to be a Christian. You definitely can't force me to be an atheist. Can we agree on that? I can't force you to be a Christian, right? And I don't want to. And see, what you don't understand is that Christianity, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about Christianity. I'm not talking about the Catholic Church. I'm talking about Christianity. Christianity is not Catholic. I know you think it is. And that's what all this is about. This whole charade comes from two things: Muslims and the Catholic Church. Those are the two areas, the two extremes, coming from two different parts of the world. They're the ones that went to war against each other. They're the ones that a lot of so-called fallacies, as you call them, and all the crazy things that come out of religion, they come from those two areas, Catholicism and Islam. Okay? The Jehovah Witnesses, the Mormons, those aren't Christians either, but they might sound stupid when they say certain things, but they have not done anything harmful to you. Neither have the Christian Scientists or the Freemasonry, even though there's a lot of witchcraft mixed in that, a lot of paganism. But, you know, all these other religions, except for them two, it's all about who decides to sign up because they feel that it would be cool to sign up. Okay? So if they're stupid for signing up or subscribing or however you want to put it, they were stupid before they became a Jehovah Witness or a Mormon or whatever they are. Okay? See, atheists, the other thing I want to say is that atheists, they have their origins crossed. Okay? And they have their beginnings crossed. Because, see, Science did not create anything. Neither did evolution. Neither was science and evolution here first. Neither was atheism here first. Religion was here first. The minute that, God said, let there be light. I know that's what we believe. That's not what you believe. That's what we believe. The minute God said, let there be light, the minute there was a so-called Big Bang, okay, didn't no atheists come out of the Big Bang? Didn't no atheists come out of no Big Bang and start teaching people that there's no God? The people chose to believe that there was a God because there was. Because they understood that the very first humans to ever walk the earth, prehistorically, knew God and got to know him. A miracle that may never happen again in human history. They got to know the Lord. They called upon the Lord. Men began to call upon the Lord in the 4th chapter of Genesis, the last verse. But y'all got your origins and your beginnings crossed, man. Nothing was without believing in something higher than yourself. Either a God with a little g, or Almighty God with a capital G, or spirits of the dead people that passed away, or whatever. There was some kind of religious activity or superstition going on. And your science and your evolution came out of the beliefs that there was a God for everything. A God for the moon, a God for the stars, a God for water, a God for the animals, a God for fertility, a God for marriage, a God for every little thing, a God for the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky. God was in the earthquake. God was in the hurricane. Everything had a God. There was no atheist version of anything that led to today. Atheism, especially your kind of atheism, this militant atheism, is very, very, very new. Very, very new. Very, very new. And I know that atheists don't accept, our response to God. So, our response to God doesn't make your credit card bill go up. Our response to God doesn't make you get a pay cut at work. Our response to God, okay, doesn't make your taxes go up. What's your problem, man? Our response to God is our response to God. If we believe, we believe. That's our business, our right. We want to believe, we believe. And you try to act like nobody believes. Everybody believes something that they can't prove. You say, what do I believe that I can't prove? Tell me what you believe that you can't prove, because you know you do. First of all, you can't prove that Christianity is a fallacy or an indoctrination, because, like I said, atheism doesn't have a beginning. Now, I could see if atheism was here first, and people just, live without the idea that a God existed. And then one day, some pagan people came and started trying to control everybody by telling them that God existed. But that's not what happened. Everybody from the Garden of Eden to the very people that laughed at Noah because Noah said that a flood was coming, and they said, how do you know that? He said, I'm going to build the ark because God told me. And they said, how do you know that? Those people, the tribe of Nimrod, they all believed in many gods. They just didn't believe in the God of Noah. But they wasn't atheists. They were atheists according to us. We call them atheists because they believed in many gods, which to us is the same thing as atheism. There's only one true God. Anything outside of that, to us, is paganism. That's another thing I don't understand. Where do you get off calling anything outside of secularism pagan? Are you an idiot? Paganism is a worldly term. It's not a biblical term. It's not a Christian term. Paganism belongs to you. It doesn't belong to us. Let me give you an example. Sex outside of marriage is pagan. Look it up. Drugs are pagan. Pornography is pagan. Homosexuality is pagan. How dare you call us pagans? Like one email I got today telling me, well, you know, Christianity is a lot of pagan nonsense. Dude, you're talking out of the crack of your behind. You're talking out of the crack of your behind. There is no such thing. You'll say anything to keep it going, to keep an argument going. You'll say anything to make yourself right. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's not your business. It really isn't. It's only your business if you want to subscribe. Just like if I'm trying to sell Amway. You don't like Amway. Okay. I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. I'll go somewhere else and sell it to somebody that believes in Amway. What's so hard about it? And if I'm doing something crazy, if Amway is poisoning everybody, okay, and killing everybody's wives and children, then guess what? That's what the courts are for. And I've yet to see an atheist as they point the finger at me and tell me I'm either doing all these bad things because I'm a Christian. Like they seen me go and rob the bank. They seen me rape somebody. They seen me shoot somebody. They just talk, just run their mouths. You ain't seen me do nothing but appear on YouTube. You haven't seen me do squat. But you run your mouth. You type in any old stupid group of words to say anything. And you know good and well, you don't know me like that. You don't know any of us like that. None of us. Until you've actually been a member of our church or been a member of something that we were in, our cult or whatever you want to call it. And I think you know that it's a lot more serious than that. And it's a lot more deeper than that. And it's a lot more it's a lot less simpler than that. Claiming all religion to be the same and saying that all religion is evil. It's like saying, oh, let's get rid of breastfeeding because a lot of women are molesting their kids. Let's get rid of CPR because a lot of men are abusing women. Same concept. Yes, it is. But I understand your little game, atheist. It's sabotage. It's sabotage. The same thing the Catholic Church is trying to do to us. The same thing the Muslims do to us. And what it is all about is the war on Christianity. It's not really a war against Muslims. It's not a war against religions, even as a whole. It's a war against Christianity. And wow. And I notice that when I look at any common thread, every now and then a Muslim might show up. But most of the time, your number one favorite people to argue with is Christians. And you know why your number one favorite people to argue with is Christians? Because first of all, number one, we're the only ones that care to try and set you straight. Other people don't care. Like, okay, if they feel that they need to kill and rape, so that's my religion. What do you want me to say? They don't really care to argue with you. They don't really care how you feel. We do. Because we want to see you know the Lord for who he really is. And everybody knows that there's power in believing. Everybody knows that. The game is sabotage. And everybody is doing it to us. And atheists just come in late, that's all. You're nothing new. You're not special, atheists. You're just another bunch of haters going against the church. And I'm not talking about the Catholic Church. I'm not talking about the Baptist Church, the Pentecostal Church. I'm talking about the one true church of the living God. If any of these other people are in that church. But do we need atheists' approval? This is why I begin to make these videos. Do we need your approval? No. If you don't like what we got to say, it's a free country. This is the United States. I'm not talking to you people in Germany where the Muslims are taking over. I'm not talking about you people in Europe where the Muslims are taking over. I'm not talking about you people in Mexico where the Catholic Church is taking over. I'm talking about you people. I'm talking to you people here in the land of the free. That's who I'm talking to. You know that even though so many of us might be Christians, okay, the Muslim religion is growing, and your friend Bill Maher, if that's his name. He says it different than you say. A lot of atheists are saying, "Oh, religion is dying." That's not what Bill Maher thinks. Bill Maher thinks that atheists are the smallest minority or the biggest minority, however that goes. Okay? He believes that Muslims aren't leaving Islam and becoming atheists. They're leaving Islam and becoming Christians. And all the other religious groups are leaving that and becoming Christians. And if we're all the same, you're such an idiot. You're so ignorant and stupid. If we are all the same, why do we need to quit one and go to the other one? If we're all the same. That's ignorant. Maybe you're wearing the same underwear with your friends before they wash them. You're just handing that pair of dirty underwear from friend to friend to friend after a day in the gym and keep passing that dirty pair of underwear around. Maybe you women are sharing tampons, you atheist women. Maybe you're sharing tampons. Unbelievable how ignorant people can be. How rude and ignorant and nasty people can be. Atheists are so ignorant. Y'all think that everybody has to go to college, and if they don't go to college and they don't graduate from college, they're an idiot. But none of y'all went to college to learn anything about God or religion. You figure you can just Google it, and that makes you a preacher, and you can go around trying to deconvert people. Well, I didn't get my faith off of Google. I didn't get my faith off of just finding a couple verses. I got my faith off of, first of all, transformation. Okay? My Big Bang didn't happen in the beginning. My Big Bang didn't create the world. There was a Big Bang that went on in my life that changed me, transformed me. But you think that you can just Google religion. Oh, I get it now. Ha 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 ha. Let me make 100 videos and debunk these Christians, debunk these Muslims, debunk these Catholics, debunk all these people. And I really don't think that an atheist hates. I don't think that anyone hates a Muslim or any other religion as much as they hate Christians. It's not religion that upsets you. It's the fear that you may be walking in darkness and your sin has found you out, and we're the ones, the only ones, that are going to make any sense about it. And you know that. You can say what you want to say, but you know it's true. You know your biggest problem is not Muslims, not Catholics, it's not Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons, Christian Scientists, Buddhists. Your biggest problem is Christians, because you know that we know. And we share that confidence and faith. There's not a doubt in our minds that we can defend. We can defend. You say, oh, your Bible tells you to contend for your faith. You need to do that. Hello, that's what I'm doing. And if I don't beat you, I'll just delete you. If I don't whoop you real good, I'll just delete you. Because it's between you and the Lord. It's not between you and me. It's between you and the Lord. Not between you and me. It's between you and the Lord. Love. God is love. Love believes all things, bears all things, hopes all things, endures all things. God is love. Love is a meter. The closer you are to love, the more you believe. Atheists lack love. Like I said in the last video, I've never seen nobody take his wife to get an abortion. But why am I not surprised? The first person I see to actually take his wife to get an abortion had to be an atheist. Why am I not surprised? Everybody else at least have some kind of excuse why they need to get an abortion. Well, I got raped, or you know what I mean, or, there's no relationship going on between me and this person, and so I figured out, which is still a dumb excuse when it comes to killing human life. That's not a reason. But an atheist takes his wife to get an abortion. Obviously, she didn't really want that abortion. She walked out of there angry while he goes and finishes his argument with the Christian, mocking and saying all kinds of stupid stuff, while his wife is upset that she had to kill her child for him. The closer you get to love, the more you're going to believe. Just like husbands and wives, they believe. And when they go through problems, and it seems like for a minute there, they didn't trust each other. They were skeptical, if you get what I'm saying, about whether they loved each other, or whether the one that they loved him as much as he or she loved him or her. And they found out that they're willing to endure, because love endures all things. And when love endures all things, then the miracles happen. And it is a miracle. Love is like a meter. Okay? The further away you get from love, the more skeptical you become. The closer you get to love, the more you believe. Love believes all things, and that doesn't mean love believes in things that are dumb and crazy and murderous and assault or whatever. But love believes in all things that are valuable. Love is not skeptical. Atheists lack love, and you know you do. That's why you don't just come into this saying, "Oh, I wish I could find evidence of God." No, you hate God, and you hate Christians. Christians that never did anything wrong to you. A God that you say, oh, it's people use God to control people. Well, if people are using God, why are you blaming God? When you just say it out of your own mouth, people use God. They use that to control people. Then what you blaming him for? He's a good guy. Till next time, God bless you. Good night.